Okay, those who just entered, morning. Okay guys, so this is soil compactions, DAG245, as I already showed before. So what is soil compaction? So compaction is the application of mechanical energy to a soil mass to rearrange the particles and reduce the void ratio. So this is always done for construction of roads and other infrastructure facilities to ensure compaction of soil is to ensure the stability and effectiveness of the facility after the construction. Okay? So please understand that you have that three main parties. Okay? As we already discussed before, you have the consultant that designed the compaction or designed the whole project. So once this is already been designed, they're going to pass to contractor, and the contractor going to do the compaction work. The compaction works, the contractor need to ensure and need to understand what sort of the compaction work that they need to do, or the compaction say value they need to achieve. So once that already achieved, the consultant that designed this whole project, they're going to agree, they're going to accept, they're going to approve that works is already been done, then they're going to start to do the next construction works. They're going to do the infrastructure project, or they're going to do the structure projects. Okay? Then once that project already finished, they're going to pass to the owner, the client, okay, the developer. And at the same time, for the whole project, the developer is also concerned with this compaction. If you have a field, then the earthwork definitely going to have lots of implication on the cost as well as the time duration for the projects. Okay, so which is why, as I already discussed before, soil compaction is very important for all these three parties. Okay, for the consultants, for the contractor, and for the developer, client. Okay, so Great Wall of China, as you can see, it doesn't matter what is your construction that you want to build. It doesn't matter what type of construction that you want to build. All of the man-made structure must rest on top of soil. So all of this structure must rest on top of the soil in whatever conditions. Okay? This is because the very basics that ground can provide a flat formation level for constructions. So the main idea is that soil can provide a flat formation level for constructions, and it's also connect with the surrounding area. But what most important in engineering is that ground helps support from the structure and transmit it from low energy of soil layer to high strength of soil layer. Okay, so most important for ground is that it supports loads from the structure. So when you have one loads, then this ground is actually help support that particular loads. Okay, but most important, as you know, loads is also an energy, so it cannot be destroyed. So this ground is not just support the loads, it's actually transferring the loads. So it doesn't matter whatever condition it is, it must rest on the ground. Okay? With this fact, it is understandable that for any proposed construction projects, okay, ground engineering works involve either directly or indirectly. Okay? So directly means that with the work that you do, you are actually involved directly with the ground. And sometimes it's also going to have effect on indirectly. Okay? Ground engineering work involved directly when the project physically alter the natural soil conditions. Indirectly is when your ground engineering work give an effect to the natural soil conditions in terms of behavior, in terms of stress, in terms of particles arrangements. However, even if any of the construction works are that you are actually involved, okay, in construction project are involved directly or indirectly with ground engineering works. So for civil engineering, you're going to see what is the issue that is arise. So the answer to this ground engineering is that it's come back to the main subject. Although that we already have construction in ages from the old ancient time, okay, the main things that ensure those pyramid Giza still last until now, okay, even for hundreds of years, it is come back to the ground. And the thing when it comes to the subject of the ground is that there are several issues that arise. You have the type of the soil. You have different type of soil, as you already learned in some classifications. Okay. You have gravel, sand, silts. You have clay, and you have condition of the soil. You have loose, medium dense, coarse dense, very dense, very soft, firm, stiff, very stiff, and hard. Then you have other parameters that we call strength of the soil. Okay, you have high, medium, as well as soft. Strength actually gives stability. So by having this knowledge, so builder tends to choose the land or area that is suitable for constructions. So however, as rapid growth of civilization and economic status has come up the needs for development, thus lots of infrastructure needed for this purpose. And this is where the problem starts. If you consider it a very large piece of land, you would definitely will start your development in area that is most preferable or easy. So in the old days, people will start with the case that we know that construction works going to be very simple, construction works going to be very smooth, construction work will not have much problems. Okay, so in engineering terms, this is actually what we call grounds that provide high bearing capacity. Okay, so with the ground that provide high bearing capacity, it also means it is stable and low in compressibility. This is actually what happens when all the good land already been utilized. Okay? And nevertheless, economic demands to keep on growing and open new areas such as, and when you want to open a new area, it's actually creating a huge risk. So this is either like it or not. In your dilemma, you have to come back to this with area or what we call undesirable ground conditions. So when you have this, you actually need to work with that ground. That subject that we are discussing is actually related to a structure projects. Okay, if you are dealing with structure project, it's just in one particular small areas. However, but if it's an infrastructure project, say that if it's a highway, the problem is that you are dealing with the variation of ground conditions. Because you have lots of ground variations along the routes. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's soft grounds. This is basically the challenge that you need to consider for ground engineering works. This is the part that ground has to be properly designed so that it won't cause any problems or during or after start of the projects. Okay, so for civil engineer, you need to think how to actually to solve the problems. Okay, but most importantly, we actually try to understand one side or one area that we want to do constructions. We need to ensure or we need to assess possible problems that going to occur within that site. And with that possibility, we will start to actually try to solve their problems and try to design to ensure that once your project complete, you will not have any problems or goods due to any construction works. So thank you very much. Then see you guys next week. Okay.